Hey YouTube, welcome back to our channel. If you've been here before, welcome back like I just said. If it's your first time here, welcome. If all of you like this video, when we're finished, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, all right? It is your girl, Deanna, also known as the Therealbrickhousebody on Instagram.
And I'm Donna D on Instagram.
And my name is Dina Felice, Dina's_closet on Instagram, and we are
The Triple D.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Okay, you guys, you know what? We have an exciting show today. All right, because this show is going to be based on threesomes and open relationships. Now, okay. this can be a controversial topic to some, depending on, if you're religious or not. But have any of you guys had, threesomes, or you've ever been in an open relationship before?
I had a situation, so yes, to simplify that answer. It was, it was an experience. I can't say it was good or bad. There was good and there was bad, but it's not for everybody. I'm just saying.
Right.
And so that's why I'm good on that right
now. How about you, Donna?
Never have I had a threesome before.
Yeah. You just missing out on all kinds of life, huh? You ain't done nothing.
Right. I'm about to get my life, Nana.
No, I'm kidding. You good, Donna. What about you, Dina?
Well, as far as me, I never experienced open relationship or a threesome. Now, I have been asked to have a threesome, but no.
Okay. No. But your choice, or you just said no?
It's my choice, because I feel like I don't want to share my man with anybody in the bedroom. I just don't want to share. I'm an attention whore in the bedroom. Give me all the attention. I don't want the attention split up between another woman.
And that's the problem with that. That's one of the issues that's going to 9 times out of 10 occur in that scenario.
Right.
So I get it.
Right.
Yes, so, I just wouldn't want to share. I don't like sharing my man.
Exactly. Then you got to worry about, you got to have it in the back of your head, like, now, is he going to call her again? Like, now is this a thing now?
Yeah, no, most of the time it is. It's a thing between the three. It's not like a one-time thing, if that makes sense. Most of the time it's a situation. So if all is good with that, then okay. I mean, teach their own.
Yeah, so I think it, depending on maybe for certain relationships, people that maybe grew up in a different kind of household, maybe something different.
Not even that.
I don't know. They may be more open to open relationships and threesomes and all of that. All those goodies.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. So I mean, I can appreciate that. I'm not saying that that's a lifestyle I would want to live, but I've dabbled. I know what I've been there, so I've had an experience or two. So yeah, no, it is. It's just that, an experience. Some people make it a lifestyle though. Well, it actually is a lifestyle. Just some of us cannot hang.
Right. Then maybe some people think about it differently, because maybe they feel like their relationship is strong enough to withstand. Because I feel like if you guys have issues, it's probably not the best thing to have a third party enter
It's not if you have issues. It's not if you have issues, but issues are going to occur. That's another issue with that. So it's not jealousy, it's issues that's going to occur in some way, shape, or fashion. But it's not that I don't think that people have issues. It's to spice things up. The partner, the female, most of the time is bisexual, okay? The man, heterosexual. And of course, a heterosexual male, what heterosexual male would not want to have?
Every heterosexual male. But you guys, we have a special guest that's going to come on the show. So we're going to hear from Eric Rivers. He's going to talk about the male point of view regarding open relationships and threesomes. And keep in mind, he's also a married man. So we're going to have him join in right now.
All right.
Woo!
This is Eric. Hi, Eric.
Hi.
Hi, Eric.
I think he's on now.
Hey.
Hi, Eric. How are you?
I'm well, ladies. How are you?
We're good. We're good. Thank you
Thanks for coming.
I appreciate that. Oh, okay, we got somebody new now. I appreciate the invite. Drop. See, now I don't feel bad. I don't have a backdrop. I don't feel special. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't have a backdrop either.
They didn't tell me it was going to be dazzle their little spots and stuff, and I feel bad.
You looking good, Eric. You looking good.
So we're going to introduce ourselves again to you, Eric. You know, you already know of me from our Facebook friends. But
Absolutely.
My name is Dina Police.
And I'm Donna D.
Okay.
Hi, Eric. It's Deanna, also known as Therealbrickhousebody on Instagram. How you doing?
Can I say that again?
Deanna, also known as Therealbrickhousebody on Insta. How are you?
I'm well. How are you, love?
Good. Welcome.
Thank you. I have my bifocals on, so if y'all see me looking at you like an old man, so I can see you. Know
It's okay.
All right.
Okay, Eric, so we have a couple questions for you. We want to hear from the male's perspective about threesomes and open relationships. So I know you're a man, but how do you feel about threesomes?
Be honest.
Oh, I'm always going to be honest. Okay, because I get asked my question, when people ask me a question, I always say, what is your real question? Because that can be determined in so many different ways. So, I mean, threesomes, are they great? Absolutely. But you want to know something other than that. What is it that you really want to know?
Well, I want to know if you are involved, if you are married. How does this come up? Is this something you participated in before? Is this something you talked about after you was in a committed relationship? How do you bring up having a third party enter your union?
For me, and I've heard different stories about how people have gone about that. For me, we talked about when we first started dating. Fortunately, my wife that I have now, I met back in 1999. We did the usual young people thing. We fell apart. Years went by, ran into each other. We started dating again. And with that being said, when we sat down, the fourth, fifth, whatever it was, the last time that we sat down, and at that point for me, I was at a place where I didn't want to fake it anymore. I didn't want to hide or try to camouflage what it was I wanted. So literally, she came to my house, and I had the night before written a list, and I wrote a list of everything that I wanted. It didn't matter how far out it was or how obscure it was, but that was one of the things that I mentioned. And in doing so, found out that she had also in her mind written her own list, and found out that in a lot of ways we had a lot of the same things that we liked. For us, the same way I say to other people, threesomes and any kind of activity, or any kind of activity for that matter, if your foundation between you and whoever you're sharing with isn't solid, it doesn't matter if you guys have a hobby in motorcycle riding. If both of you aren't involved in it equally, it's still not going to work. You can't have one person that's over religious going to church and another person staying home on the couch. You don't have problems in your relationship.
Right.
Basically.
That's why when you ask the question, I'm like, what are you really asking? Because if it's just about the sexual aspect, yeah, they're great. How do you get somebody to come into it? Well, luckily we had the same interests involved. And so when my wife and I got married, or even before we got married, we both knew we were on the same path. So the hard part is finding someone that we're both equal to, or someone that we're both equally attracted to. That's where the if there's such thing as difficulty, that's where the difficulty starts coming in.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so I have a question for you, Eric.
Okay.
So what is the qualification? How do you guys go about it? Do you guys go how do you qualify this special woman to be your wife in your life?
It's not a matter of quality. It's the same thing as anything, and I think that's the biggest misconception. There is a misconception amongst those of us in the lifestyle is what we call it. There's a misconception about those of us in it. The same way there's a misconception that gay people don't have taste; they just sleep with everybody. You know, you hear so many people like, "I don't want to be on gay people. I don't want to hit on me." It's like, what makes you think they would actually want to hit on you? So this is kind of the same thing. It's like, it's not just physical, it's beyond that. So for us, we're not swingers. And I think that's the biggest misconception. We're not swingers. Swingers are people that, there's nothing wrong with that type of lifestyle. The people that they're just in it for the sexual aspect, period.
Right.
Okay.
We're looking more for building. We're looking more for someone that, you know, I work, my wife works extremely hard. She's a flight attendant. She travels a lot. So obviously we don't want somebody that doesn't have a job. Obviously we don't have children. Having children is not really an issue, but we don't want someone with young children. We say we all want to go out somewhere, you got to find a babysitter, or your baby daddy tripping, or, you know, all those other aspects. So to answer your question, we look at a potential mate the exact same way you all will look at a mate in any way. It's the same qualifications. It's up to you to determine whether or not you want to deal with that person or not.
Makes sense. So once you find that person and you guys are all equally yoked, so to speak, how do you deal with jealousy? Because there has to be some jealousy there somewhere. There has to be. So like,
why?
How do you deal with that? I mean, because you can be jealous. Either the women can be jealous. It can go either way. So I just wonder, how does that work, and how do you overcome that and move forward in the relationship?
I've already answered that question.
You did.
I say, well, it was the same answer to a different question. It's the same thing I said at the beginning. If both of you all aren't equally aligned, it doesn't matter. You could be jealous of your husband going to a motorcycle club every Sunday. You could be jealous of your wife going to the gym 6 times a week because that's time that she's not spending with you. Jealousy can come.
That's the same.
It is exactly. Jealousy can come from anything in any manner. If you are a person that, not only do you go to church, but you're on the usher board, you're on the choir board, you're on the this, that, and the other, and you run all these meetings. So every single day, you're gone 4 or 5 days out of the week. Your spouse will be sitting home going, okay, I get that you're devoted, but you still have other responsibilities. That can cause jealousy. Jealousy comes from within. So how do you stop it? You don't. You find like-minded people that are on the same path, and you deal with it the best you can.
That makes sense.
I mean, it does, and it doesn't. I mean, because it's like, I don't think someone could be jealous over anything, but me being jealous of my man going to the bowling alley 6 times a week, and me being jealous of him sleeping with our girlfriend while I'm gone, because that ain't part of the rules, which is another question I have, like, what are the rules, or are there any? And so that's like, to me, it would be a different stem or a different form of jealousy, if that makes any sense.
No, I get it, but we're talking about different leaves on the same tree. That's my point.
So, okay, Eric. What are the rules? What are the rules?
Oh, she gave me that church. Well, I talked to my mama right quick. I'm sorry. I did my homework, I swear. I'm sorry.
What are the rules?
What are the rules?
Yeah.
The rules are determined by the three or however many individuals.
What are your rules? What are your rules?
Your rules.
Our rules we discuss with whomever we're potentially dating.
Oh. So there are rules.
I'm trying to ask what the dang rules are. You don't want to say what the rules are. I'm saying I know there's rules, and I know you discuss them because we're all adults, and that's what adult people do when we're doing adult things. But what are the rules? Are there any rules?
There are rules, and what I'm saying is those rules are determined by the people involved. For a perfect example, if I go to your house, you might say I got to take my shoes off. You come to my house, you don't have to take my shoes. You don't have to take your shoes off. Everybody has their own set of rules. There's not a book that says everything has to go this way. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, so it depends. So you're open to. So you and your wife don't have a set of rules when you're looking for that third party. It's a matter of if we have a set of rules and her rules are a little different, we might lean toward that. If she fits in other ways, I mean, I don't get it. Don't you and your girl have rules? When she comes in, she knows her position, or is she equal like your wife, or like what?
My wife and I do have a set of rules, and what I was saying is we discuss those rules with our potential mate. They're not for public view. They're not just. I don't just put it out there for everybody to see. We do have rules.
Okay, gotcha. Moving on.
Okay.
Have this, Eric.
Yes, ma'am.
Have this something you've always done throughout your life before you got married?
No. This is something that it's like rumors that you kind of hear about this alternate lifestyle that's out there. I didn't know anybody that was in it. I didn't know how to find out information about it. Actually, the internet came about, Yahoo chat groups came about, and then I started realizing that the lifestyle was actually real. So many years ago, I was just kind of outside looking in, trying to figure out, and I didn't really talk to anybody. I just kind of just paid attention to saw what was going on. Reached out, made a few friends, and just like you guys are now, I asked them questions. How does this work? How does that work? How does this work? How does that work? And I just kind of found my way through, but I didn't have anybody to go into the lifestyle with.
Okay.
So you were curious.
Absolutely. I was very curious. And I had an ex who I met right before my wife and I got back together. And she was familiar. I had no idea at the time. But again, when you first get to know somebody, like I said, I was at the point where I didn't want the game. This is what I want. And lo and behold, she was the same way. So she brought me into the lifestyle. She's the one that took me to my first party. And we went to Jamaica to hedonism. And it was like the first time I ever experienced travel and actual international people, where people of all races, people from everywhere were at this resort. And it's not, it's not a porno. It's not like you walk in and there's people just having sex all over the place, even though that's an option in some areas, but it wasn't even wild like that. So it was just interesting where we're all sitting around the pool, and I'm talking to a couple from India, a couple from China, a couple from Japan. There was a guy there from Arizona. There's people from all over, and we're all sitting there naked having conversations like it was no big deal. So that's another aspect of what could be considered a lifestyle, the nudity aspect of, or just being around like-minded individuals. It's not just all relegated to sex. And I think that's what the biggest misconception about the lifestyle is.
Okay, so basically it's a lot of emotions, like when you and your wife find, somebody that, you want to have a relationship with, because us women are emotional.
Yeah.
Do you develop emotions for that other person?
Hopefully.
Of course.
I mean, I don't know if that's a crazy question. Or is it like just sex when you and your wife want to, do something different, or just like a real relationship? I'm just trying to understand, Eric.
No, I get it. And again, it comes back to, it depends on the person that's coming in. What are they available for? Are they available for long term? Are they available to build and be, you know, this? The new term I'm hearing now is throuple. Thank you, Jada Pinkett Smith, for making that famous. But now everybody wants to have a throuple. But it depends. Like, perfect example, you may say, as a woman, every man I meet got to be over 6'2" in order to date me. He got to be over 6'2". If he's not over 6'2", I'm not interested. But what if the perfect man walked up to you and he was 5'10"? Great job, great, you know, great everything. He was everything that you said you wanted, except for that one thing. Would you make the exception? Or would you just
I understand. Yeah, it wouldn't even matter. It wouldn't even matter.
So for us, it depends on how that person can fit into the dynamic. If it's someone that can be long-term, that we want for long-term, we absolutely treat it that way. Are there feelings involved? I hope so. This is not, and that's the difference between light, quote unquote, poly and swinging, where swinging is strictly based on sex. We're not that.
That's what I was just about to ask you.
What was your longest relationship?
Wait, everybody's talking. What just happened?
Go ahead, Donna.
No, I just wanted, before you said that, I just wanted to know the difference between, you know, the swingers. I mean, like, what's the definition, Eric, of a swinger? What is a swinger?
So I don't want to disrespect them by saying a swinger will have sex with anybody. Mm-hmm. But a swinger is a person that can have sex with absolutely no strings attached. And I mean, at the root of it, that's really just the definition. There's a lot of people that could be considered swingers. Again, people look at the lifestyle and think we're all going to party and everybody running around screwing each other. It could happen at a swinger party, but that's really not too different than the man or woman is dating 3-4 different people at the same time, and they're having sex with 3-4 different people in the same week or the same day.
Right.
Nobody would consider that person to be a swinger.
Right. So basically a swinger is, they don't have emotions. There's no emotions. It's just like, you know, party time. We're having a party.
The focus is on sexual satisfaction. That's the best way I can define a swinger. Their focus is on sexual gratification.
Okay, so real quick, because we only have about 7 minutes left.
I'm sorry, I talked long.
7 minutes left.
No, it's good.
On this podcast, this is going really good. I want to ask you really quick about, so when you bring someone to have a relationship with, you know, are there still, like, you date them as far as you take your wife out on Monday and you take the girlfriend out on Wednesday? How do you split up your time between the two?
Great question. That's a great question. I want to know, Eric. I want to know.
Go together.
Okay, how do you do it? I want to know.
Okay.
He goes with his wife.
Say again?
You go with your wife. You and your wife go.
Well, see, this is why every dynamic is different. My wife is a flight attendant, so
she's
unlike during the past month and a half, 2 months, she's usually gone 4 or 5 days out of the week.
Oh.
So the agreement that we've had before was, while she's gone, I'm free to do as please. As long as there's predetermination of who she knows. When I say I'm free to do as please, that doesn't mean I'm running around doing whatever I want sexual with anybody. She obviously knows who I'm talking to. They've probably met before. Mm-hmm. So that's why I say ours is a little bit different. Now, to answer your question, what happens? It happens just like dating anybody. If my wife and I go on a date, sometimes it would just be her and I. If we can have our girlfriend or whoever join us, she would join us. Are there times that I can go out with someone without my wife going? Absolutely. I did have a girlfriend for a period of time. And sometimes I will go with her, sometimes I go with my wife. Sometimes they went out together, even though they were not sexually involved.
Okay,
wow.
That's another aspect I was getting into. So, is this you guys' girlfriend together, or is this just your girlfriend?
Yeah,
and your wife is still over here. So you guys are not. It's not a three-way thing.
I thought it was a three-way thing. I didn't know it was like an open relationship thing. I thought it was like a three-way thing. To me, those are different. But I could be wrong.
You are absolutely right, and that goes back to what I said earlier. Every couple has their own set of rules.
Okay.
Right.
That's why I said there's no one list of how everything has to go. It depends on the couple, how their dynamic is set up. For that particular dynamic with that particular individual, it was like friend with benefits in a way. I mean, that's as close, because it didn't really develop into a full-on relationship. Where we were all together in any kind of situation. She came over, my wife was here, we eat dinner together, shoot pool, we drink or do whatever. She did my wife's hair a few times. I mean, it's they get along, they shop for each other. My wife went out and bought clothes, she bought her an outfit, Roy went out and bought clothes, bought my wife an outfit. They were never sexually involved though. So I don't know how you describe, was she a girlfriend? Okay. Was she a friend with benefits? Okay. When I went shopping for my wife, I bought her stuff.
Wow, Eric.
Yes.
Wow. I know the men out there are like, wow.
They're like every man wants this.
Yeah.
I hear that, but you guys are missing you guys are skipping a main point. And it's not you, a lot of people do that. What happens when you marry somebody that has, I'll just say, what happens when you marry somebody that's bisexual? Are they supposed to shut down half of their life just to please a person? Again, it goes back to what I said. What are you willing to compromise to get what you want? For a lot of people, they do that. While you guys are sitting there saying that, I'm a lucky man. No, it's my wife. I mean, she gets to have whatever she wants. I only do what she allows. It's not me coming in saying, beat my chest, I am man, you gonna do what I say. It was the exact opposite. This is what I want. In order for us to go for a relationship, this is what I want. I absolutely love you, but this is what I want. If we can be together, then let's go that way. If not, then we can figure out another way. Fortunately, she was on the same page.
Right.
So it's not. So it's still women. Let me go back. If there is a rule in this dynamic, the rule is always, like everything, women are in charge.
Right.
And that, so at the end of the day, it's still up to her. I'm not going to just run out and go wherever until she says, okay, I'm cool with that, or no, I'm not.
Exactly. Okay. And that other person has to know all of this coming into the relationship. Because what if she, have you ever had a situation where she's like, I want you, Eric, I want you to myself. I want you to leave your wife. Has that ever occurred? I'm just keeping it, this is just,
yeah, she's
look, Eric, and she crazy.
What happened?
No.
Something got real blurry. I didn't hear what anybody said. I'm sorry.
I said.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I got you. Okay, and I heard your question. But I think Deanna said something. I didn't hear what else was said.
I was just saying, no, she's not leaving his wife. You need to know your place. Now you're out of line. You're trying to come in here and break up some shit, okay? That's how I was right.
I'm just saying, stuff happens. Everyone is different. What if he really likes the girl? And the other girl likes him.
But that's the chance you take when you enter those type of relationships. Yeah, so apparently that's not his wife's concern, or she wouldn't be fine with him doing what he's doing, or them doing, they're having the relationship that they have, because that might happen. That's a chance to take. So if she did, I'm sure he'd stand his ground because he knows what he has, and this girl, she might be, I don't know, I'm just speaking. I wouldn't do it, Eric. I would tell her no.
Right. I don't know, because when I asked him about emotions is emotions.
You're gonna have emotions. If you're gonna be in a relationship, if it's not just a sexual thing, and you're actually in the relationship and you're building, like he said, and all that is going on, some feelings are gonna happen. That's natural.
Right.
And
but you don't go in it like that. Feelings are feelings. Emotions are emotions.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna be emotionally attached, is what I'm saying.
Right. And that's the chance you take. Like, I have never been in anything like that before.
Eric's laughing. Eric laughing. What's funny?
Look.
Hey. I had to do it. It's too easy. It was too easy. So Donna, to answer your question that you asked me, have we ever encountered a woman that was involved with us and later on came and said she wanted me and take my wife's place and everything? The answer is yes, it has happened. And I'm still here with my wife, so you automatically know how that went.
Wow.
That's crazy for them to ask or even assume that you would even do that. That play your position. That's not your position.
Right.
Yeah, it was somebody that I knew for a long time, and I guess she thought she was in a better position than she was, and I don't know why, but yeah, no. We just honestly, but the funny thing is we kind of, not to say it was unexpected, but yeah, we just both laughed at it, and that, that's it.
Well, let me ask you one more. Let me ask you,
You got 10 minutes, go for it.
We got 10 minutes. So we gotta get this done quick. As far as gifts, are they on the same level?
I bought my wife a car. I don't know that I would buy my girlfriend a car. However, when the first time I bought my wife a car, she had an old car, and we were willing to let someone use it or even give it to a person because we literally had a car sitting. So would she get a car? Yeah. Would it be brand new like my wife's? No.
Wow. Okay, so girlfriends don't get the brand new car. They may get the used one or whatever. You know, you're not the wife. Wife trumps everything.
But it's not. It's more. It comes down to now. That one, it comes down to finance, and then it also comes to the point at the very beginning. Why are we involved with somebody with no car?
Oh,
that part.
So,
that part.
And again, like I said, is that the compromise? Are we willing? Is she great everywhere else? And okay, she don't have a car, but she likes Uber. There are people nowadays that many people is becoming a popular thing among younger folks to not own a car. They Uber everywhere, so it's not unheard of. But that being said, no, the goddess, my wife, is always first. So yeah,
absolutely. So look, we want to thank you, Eric, for your patience and for you joining us on our show. We truly appreciate your. I got a better outlook on it all. You changed that for me. So we would like to say thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you, Eric.
Right. Thank you, Eric, so much. Thank you for being so patient. Thank you.
And so open. Like I mean, this is a conversation I've never really experienced with anyone. So
but I think that's a lot.
You opened my eyes.
Hello, Donna. We back. Donna juggling. Are we juggling? All right, we back. There we go. To the right, to your right, where you shifted.
Okay.
To me, it's one of those things where it's a lot more common than people think. But like you said, people don't know who to ask the questions to. It's a matter of kind of finding somebody that you trust their information as well. I mean, anybody can tell you anything. When you find somebody who has, you can trust their information, yeah, you can ask me that. I always tell people I'm an open book. I've done some videos about it. I've had people from other states invite us to come out and host their parties and do speaks and things like that. I don't consider myself an expert on any level of it. I just, like I said in the beginning, I just did my research a little bit before I got in, and I talked and I went and asked people. I'm not one that gets embarrassed, so I'll ask. What are you doing over there? How's that work? Where y'all going? Where the party at? How'd you find out? I'm gonna ask. But a lot of people out there are not comfortable, and I get it. I mean,
right, because it's something new. Eric, right? So Eric, give everybody where they can find you on social media. Give them your social media.
Exactly.
Facebook.
If they want to hook up. No.
If they
I'm just kidding.
In that case, we on fetlife.com. No, I'm just kidding. We are, but my Facebook is Eric Dan Rivers, so it's not hard to find.
Oh,
and then I think Instagram
okay,
is.
So you guys want to find Eric? There you go, Eric
Right.
Rivers. So
That's
once again, who's taking us out today?
Okay, well, I will be taking you out today. Thank you, guys. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Triple Ds, and make sure you like, subscribe. We will be at you next week. I'm Donna from Donna D on Instagram.
And I'm Dina Felice and Dina's_closet on IG.
And y'all already know it. It's your girl, Deanna, also known as Therealbrickhousebody on Instagram.
And we
are the Triple D's.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Thank y'all for watching. We love y'all.
We appreciate you guys. Join us next week.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Make sure. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.